Hello all, welcome to a new session of your mathematics video class. In this session, we are going to learn how to draw a graph of a linear equation in two variables. In the last class, we learned how to find the solutions of linear equation in two variables, right? How did you do that? We just substituted the values for, we were having two values, namely x and y. We substitute either one of them as 0, we'll get the other value, and the next step we will substitute x is equal to or y is equal to 1, and for each corresponding or for each x value we will get a corresponding y value. All these are solutions of that particular equation. Now let's try to draw a graph based on all the set of values that we have obtained. Let's do it with an example question. Now we have a question in front of us. We are asked to draw a linear or a graph of a linear equation x plus y is equal to 4. To draw the graph of this equation, it's very simple. We know how to find values or solutions of this equation, right? Let's follow that one. First, we will find some 4 different values of this equation. The equation is x plus y is equal to 4. We'll put it as equation number 1. Then, first step is to put x is equal to 0. Then what happens? 0 plus y is equal to 4. Or y is equal to 4. So what do we get? We got the coordinates 0, 4. Then next put x is equal to 1. So what happens? 1 plus y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 3. So we got the coordinate 1, 3. Now we have to find two more values. Put x is equal to 2. Then 2 plus y is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. So we'll get the values 2, 2. Then put x is equal to 3, then 3 plus y is equal to 4, y is equal to 1. We get the coordinate 3, 1. 4 values would be enough for us to draw the table. And before drawing before plotting the points, all these are coordinates, right? We have 0, 4. 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3. All are ordered pair that can be plotted in the Cartesian plane. Before plotting, it's advised to draw a table like this, in which two columns can be written x, y, and put the values 0. And who is the corresponding y value? 4. Then next one 1, 3. Then 2, 2. And the last one 3, 1. Now it will be easy for you to plot the points 0 and 4. In the x coordinate we need to find 0 and y coordinate 4. So this is the x coordinate 0 and this is our y coordinate. And name all the points by a particular name A, B, C and D. So we can name this point as A. There is no necessity to write the names. It's better to write name. Now the next point is 1, 3. X coordinate 1, y coordinate 3. So here is x coordinate and the corresponding y coordinate is 3. So here is our second point. Then third point is 2, 2. Then 2 is here. So this is our third point. Then 3, 1. 3 and 1. So this will be always a straight line. That's why we are calling this kind of equation as linear equation, because the graph of this type of equation will be a straight line. I'm going to draw the straight line. We can use the help of a scale. Let's see. So this will be somewhat like, yes, this one is a line, so it will be extended into both the sides. It has got no ending. Now this is the lane that is corresponding to the equation x plus y is equal to 4. There's a big area of this, or this is a big area. Now if, for example, if you take any point on this number line or on this straight line, that point will satisfy this equation. For example, here this line intersects at the point, this point. What will be the coordinate of this point? It is 4, 0. Isn't it? Let's check whether this point is satisfying the equation. The equation is x plus y is equal to 4. We will check whether 40 is a solution of that equation. Put x is equal to 4. 4 plus 0. 4. See? So whoever be the points in through this or let the any point in this straight line, if you pick them, that will satisfy the equation x plus y is equal to 4. That is the beauty of this equation. Now there are lots of questions in exercise 4.3 first part. Try to do all of them. This is the third question of 4.3. The question is, if the point 3,4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7, find the value of a. We have an equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7 and given 3,4 is a point on the line of this equation. We have learned in a Cartesian plane every equation will have a unique straight line. So this will be a straight line. Suppose this is a straight line corresponding to this equation 3y is equal to ax plus 7 and it is given 3,4 is a point on this line. If 3,4 is a point on this line, this equation will be satisfied by this point, or this will be a solution of this particular straight line. So if you put x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4, this equation will be true. And we have just an unknown quantity which can be easily found. So let's try. Put x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 4. So it will be 3 into 4 is equal to a into 3 plus 7. 3 into 4 is 12 is equal to 3a plus 7. Then we can find 3a is equal to 12 minus 7. 3a is equal to 5 and a is equal to 5 by 3. So that's the answer. Let us see the fourth question. This question needs some reading. So I would recommend you to read the question before attending this question. The question says, the taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer it will be rupees 8 and for the subsequent distance it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Then taking the distance covered as x kilometer and the total fare as y, write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. That is the question in front of us. Before answering this one, I will give you a short description of what this question is looking like. Suppose the total distance covered is, okay, this is not based on this question, this is a general one. Total distance covered is 10 kilometers. So we have a point A and the point B is situated 10 kilometers from A. So the distance between A and B is 10 kilometers. Now, the question is, my question is, for the total 10 kilometers, the fare is split in a way that for the first kilometer you need to pay rupees 100. Then for the remaining kilometers you need to pay rupees 50. For each kilometer remaining you need to pay 50. So what will be the total fare? What will be the total fare? The total fare will be for the first kilometer, or this total distance can be split as 1 kilometers plus 9 kilometers, right? For 1 kilometer, how much rupees? It is rupees 100. Then for 9 kilometers, what is the charge? Per kilometers it is rupees 50. That is 9 into 50. So it will be 100 plus 450 or rupees 550. Now, why I took 9 kilometers? Because total it was 10. So first kilometer is already done. So I am writing it as 10 minus 1. Because we don't need to find the total fare for 10 kilometers because first kilometer is a special one. So first kilometer is rupees 100. Then for subsequent kilometers it is rupees 50. What's the remaining distance? It is the total distance minus the first kilometers, or 10 minus 1. Now keep this idea with you and come to this question. What is the fare for first kilometers? It is rupees 8 and for subsequent kilometers it is 5. So we can get the total money. We will write, let the total money is equal to y and total distance is equal to x. Then total fare can be calculated on, okay, let's split the total distance into two parts. Suppose this was the starting point and total distance is x kilometer, and the first kilometer, as I told you, is a special thing. Then this is the first kilometer. Now after first kilometer to the last point B, the total distance is x. Here 1 kilometer is gone. So who will be remaining? X minus 1 kilometer will be remaining. Do you agree with that? Do you get that? Okay. Now x minus 1 kilometers is to be travelled after the first kilometer. Now what is the fare for first kilometer? First kilometer it is rupees 8. Now for the subsequent kilometers it is rupees 5. So it is x minus 1 into rupees 5. Now total fare can be easily calculated. Why? Y is the total money. Total money is for first kilometer rupees 8 plus for each subsequent kilometers it is rupees 5. Now how many kilometers are left? Total distance is x. From that 1 kilometer is already done. So it will be x minus 1 kilometers, and for each kilometers you need to pay rupees 5. So the equation can be written as y is equal to 8 plus x into 5. 5 is outside the bracket, so we multiply throughout inside. So it will be 5x minus 5. Now we can simplify this by taking y, or we can make this into the standard form, that is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. For that we will make slight rearrangements. We'll take the y to the other side. So what happens? 5x minus y plus 8 minus 5 is equal to 0. Now just simplification. 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. So this will be our required linear equation in two variable corresponding to the statement. Now this is not the end of our question. We need to draw a graph based on this particular linear equation. So let's try to draw that one also. The equation is 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. The whole step itself, put x is equal to 0. Then what happens? Minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Then y is equal to minus 3 or y is equal to 3, because we can cancel the two negative terms. Now I took 3 to the other side. Okay. So how will the solution look like? 0, 3. This is a solution. Now put x is equal to 1. So let's see what happens when x is equal to 1. Put x is equal to 1 means 5 into 1 minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. So this will be 5 minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Or we can take y to the other side. So this will be 5 plus 3 is equal to y, or y is equal to 8. Now the second solution will be 1, 8. Now third solution can be found. At least find 4 solutions. Then the graph will be somewhat okay. So x is equal to 2. Then okay, another alternative is that put x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. Then take the other way. Put y is equal to 0. Then what if y is equal to 0? So it will be 5x minus 0 plus 3 is equal to 0, or 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. 5x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 by 5. Now fractions are advised to be converted into decimal values. So what will be 3 by 5? 3 by 5 can be easily found. 0, then 0.6. You can easily find 0.6 in the graph paper, right? So it will be no doubt or a not big problem. Then put y is equal to 1. Then what happens? 5x minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 0. So what happens is that 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. 5x is equal to minus 2. Okay, here we have a small correction. When 3 is taken to the other side, there will be a negative symbol. So here we have a negative symbol. 5x is equal to minus 3 by 5 or minus 0.6. Similarly, we can take 2 to the other side. So what happens is that x is equal to 5x is equal to minus 2. Then x is equal to minus 2 by 5. We can still find this one. 2 by 5 is nothing but 0.4. So x is equal to 0.4 minus 0.4. Now draw the table. We can draw the table easily because we have got 4 different values. You just need to substitute them, x and y. X is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 0, what happens? Y is equal to 3. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to 8. When y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is negative 0.6. Then when y is equal to 1, x is negative 0.4. So now draw a graph based on the values that you have got. That left leaving it for you. Just take a graph paper or simply you can use a notebook and draw a graph corresponding to this equation. Now move on to the next topic. How to plot the lines that is parallel to the x-axis and y-axis. Before getting into the general formula, let's try to solve a question and let's see how it works. We have a question. Solve the equation 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 3 and represent the solutions on first one the number line and B Cartesian plane. Clearly this one is a linear equation, one variable, isn't it? Yes, only one variable is there. So let's see how this kind of questions can be done, or whether it can be plot linear equation in one variable in a Cartesian plane. Let's see all of them. First we will solve the question as it is said. So I will solve 2x plus 1 is equal to x minus 3. Taking x to the left hand side, this will become 2x minus x, and 1 to the other side will become minus 1. Minus 3 is already there, so another minus 1. 2x minus x is x. So that is x is equal to minus 4. Now this is clearly a linear equation in one variable. Now we have seen all equations can be converted into linear or the standard formula of linear equation in two variable. How was that done? We will write x plus 4 is equal to 0, or more specifically we can write x plus 0y plus 4 is equal to 0. Now this is the formula of x plus by plus c is equal to 0. Here b is clearly 0, so we cannot say this is, or we cannot say this is a linear equation in two variable. It's a linear equation in one variable. But let's see how the equation can be plotted on number line and Cartesian plane. We know what's a number line. From this basic mathematics we have been learning about that one. So let's see how points can be plotted on the number line. So I will mark the points 0, 1, 2, 3, some 8 points. We will draw that. Then towards here also we will mark the points. So let's mark this as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, etc. Now this one is a number line. We can mark the point x is equal to minus 4. How can we mark? We will mark like this. So this point is called as x is equal to minus 4. No complication, it's easy. Such questions can be asked for the examination. Plot the point x is equal to minus 4 on the number line. Now this is how the first part is done. So we have represented the solution on the number line. Now let's go and plot this the same in a Cartesian plane. We saw how can we plot the equation x is equal to minus 4 on the number line. It was easy. Now let's try to plot the equation in a Cartesian plane. Since this is the first question of this type, we will follow the traditional method or the method that seems to be time consuming. But after this problem is done, we will understand how the answer can be written in a single step. So let's follow the same step once again. So the equation is actually x is equal to minus 4 or x plus 0y plus 4 is equal to 0. Both are same, because instead of 0y it will be 0 itself. So the equation will become x plus 4 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 4. So the two equations are more or less the same. I am going to use this equation to find some 2 or 3 values or 3 or 4 coordinates, and we will plot the line in this one. Let's do it together. The equation is x plus 0y plus 4 is equal to 0. How will you normally find the values to be plotted? We will put either x is equal to 0 or y is equal to 0, and we will find the value and we will plot that one. That is the traditional method, but that is not applicable here because we cannot substitute x is equal to values because the y coordinate is already 0 here. So all we can do is to substitute for y. All we can do is substitute for y. So I am going to do that. Put y is equal to 0. Then what happens to the equation number 1? Then equation number 1 will become x plus 4 is equal to 0. Why? Because 0 into y is 0 itself. So we will get the value minus 4. Now we have a coordinate. Who is that? Minus 4 comma 0. Now this is the first case. Now second one. Put y is equal to 1. What happens then? X plus 0 into 1. What is 0 into 1? 0 into 1 plus 4 is equal to 0. That is 0 into 1 is 0 itself, plus 4 is equal to 0. So we can write x is equal to minus 4. So we have a second coordinate, that is minus 4 comma 1. Then we can find the similar coordinates. Put y is equal to 2 in the equation number 1. So x plus 2 into, or 0 into 2 is plus 4 is equal to 0, or x is equal to minus 4. So again we have a coordinate minus 4 comma 2. So these three coordinates would be enough for us to draw the graph. First coordinate is minus 4 comma 0. Here is minus 4. It is minus 4 comma 0. It's this value. Then next coordinate is minus 4 comma 1. So this is minus 4 and this is 1. So this will be here. Next point is minus 4 comma 2. Minus 4, 2. This will be the coordinate. Now we can draw the graph. It will be of course a straight line. So we can draw a graph like this. Like this. So this is the equation. Now if whatever graph we draw or whatever equation we draw or whatever line we draw, we should name that one. This is x is equal to minus 4 or x plus 0 y plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the equation of this straight line. We should mention that one also. So this is how the graph of x is equal to minus 4 look like. Now here is a generalization. The graph of x is equal to a. Generally x is equal to a will be parallel to y axis. Will be parallel to y axis. So we can write graph of x is equal to a will be a straight line. Will be a straight line parallel to y axis. Now let's see one more question and we will generalize it together. We will wind up the session with the last question of our 4.4 exercise question number 1. The question says give the geometric representation of y is equal to 3 as an equation in one variable, also in two variable. This is a similar question that we just did in the last one or in the last part. Let's see how this can be done. The first part in one variable. This can be easily done using a number line itself. We have already done that. We have done in the case of x is equal to minus 4, but we have y is equal to 3 here. The method is same, but we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now the point that is to be marked or the solution that is to be or plotting that is to be done is y is equal to 3. It is y is equal to plus 3. So we will mark here. This is the required representation of the equation y is equal to 3. Now let's move on to the representation of the same equation in Cartesian plane or two variables. So for that we will convert this equation into another form, that is y is equal to 3 is same as 0x plus y is equal to 3. Now how will you find the values or how will you get the values that is required to plot the graph? First one, we will put x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2. Whatever value we put, we will keep on getting the coordinate y is equal to 3 or 0, 3, 1, 3, minus 1, 3, 2, 3, etc. So it will be like, anyway I will do, but you can imagine how the answer will be coming. put x is equal to 0, then you will get the value y is equal to 3 itself, because 0 plus y is equal to 3 or y is equal to 3, then what's the coordinate? 0 comma 3. Then put x is equal to 1 and plus y is equal to 3. Y 0 into 1 is 0 itself, plus y is equal to 3. Therefore 1 comma 3 is the next value. Then 2 comma 3, 3 comma 3, minus 3 comma 3, minus 2 comma 3, minus 1 comma 3. All the values will be having 3 in the y, 3 as the y coordinate. So let's plot 0 comma 3. X coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 3. Then 1 comma 3. So it's here 2 comma 3, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 3, minus 1 3, minus 2 3, minus 3 3. So this will be a straight line parallel to, just see where it is parallel. This will be a straight line parallel to x axis. This is a straight line parallel to x axis. So we can understand, if the equation is of the form y is equal to b, where b is a real number, we are saying the general case. If an equation is of the form y is equal to b, then the straight line corresponding to this equation will be parallel to the x axis. Thus we can generalize with a statement that is in the summary part of your textbook, 5th and 6th point. Just read it out. Thus we can make the generalization as follows. The graph of x is equal to a is a straight line parallel to the y axis. So if you have a point x is equal to a, then that will be a line parallel to the y axis. If the distance between the origin and this distance is a, then this will be of the form x is equal to a, and that will be parallel to the y axis. Now in the second case, you can say if we have an equation y is equal to b, then that will be a straight line parallel to the x axis. That is, if you have a line y is equal to b, then the distance from origin to this line is b, then we can say this will be a straight line parallel to the x axis. That's it. So that is the end of our chapter. Look at the summary part and write all the points, all the 8 points in your notebook, and please learn it properly. Thank you.